Hello, hello, my name is Marie. This is just a run through of how I do my makeups. And yeah, it's just friends coming over to my basement where I've jerry-rigged a photo studio and drink boxed wine and make art together, and it's pretty great. But in terms of how the whole process happens, I used to have models wash their face and put on moisturizer, but I have been skipping that in lieu of primer because primer is magical and I really should have been using it way earlier. After primer, I do a little bit of foundation. Depends what I'm doing. A lot of times I'll do like a water-based color wash, but lately I've been doing more creams. Even though this one in particular stains skin, I let her know that, but it's a little annoying because it's like, who wants to be neon yellow the next day, but whatever. Because the cream-based colors, they blend really well, and a lot of times these looks are so impromptu and I don't want to call them slapdash, but they're not rehearsed, and we're winging it. We're winging it. So I have to be really careful with how the materials and the chemicals layer. So in general, I get a better effect using cream-based than water-based, so I've been doing that more. I've been very, very obsessed with the primers, the highlighters, and these polka dots that I got off AliExpress. So they're not cosmetic grade glitters, chunky glitters that I could be getting, but for some reason I thought it would be hilarious to buy this like 25 pack of these little polka dots that are meant for like nail art. But because they're so large and round, I figured, okay, well, as long as I'm careful and my friends are aware of the health risks, I'll be using these on the face. To start off with this look, I decided, because she's androgynous, I'd veer away from the high femme that I've been doing lately and do something that was more akin to the seaweed brows look that I did way back when my hair was short and neon yellow. So this is sort of a play on that color scheme. We have a lot of that dark green teal and the dark greens and the bright yellows and stuff going on. And another theme that we have in this makeup look is line texture. So we have the texture from the polka dots, but we also have stripe texture on the neck, and we're gonna have it above the eye and along the jawline. And right now I'm just going for balance, right? So like, I don't do anything in any particular order. I usually come up with a general idea of what I want, and then I add. But a lot of the time, honestly, comes from me sitting with the model and saying, this is what I think I want to do, but I'm worried it will off-balance this other thing. And so I sort of discuss it with the model, and they might give me some suggestions. And it's just a really fun, casual environment. And I let them know ahead of time what products I'm using and how long it's going to take. And I always just generally give a 4-hour minimum for my looks, because it's like, okay, an hour to shoot, an hour to just get there and hang out and drink boxed wine, and then like 2 hours generally to do makeup. And especially with the time it takes for me to sort of just weigh my options in the moment. But it makes for a really fun, relaxed shooting environment with my friends or my models. Here, one of my regrets was probably not doing a base layer foundation, because when you add all those green and blue and yellow tones, the reds in the face really pop, and in this case it wasn't very flattering. So I neutralized that with a little bit of powder. I used green and skin tone based powders, and then I went over the highlighters again. Did I mention I'm like on the highlighter hype train? I can't remember if I've mentioned that, because I am. And if you would like to know what I'm using, it is the Kat Von D palette. If I don't have the names right or the details, I'll make sure I put all that stuff below. Well, I won't make sure. I can't make promises. I'm lazy, but I'll try my best. But the reason I picked that instead of another palette like Anastasia Beverly Hills was because the consistency of the pigment was homogeneous throughout, and there wasn't any like, little glittery bits that popped up. It was just a very smooth, silky application. But I'm also really, really, really into these polka dots. I use them a lot. So you're going to see a lot of those in my applications. And like I said earlier, we got that line work going on above the eye and on the jaw. And I really wanted to do that sort of like bloody nose look thing. I've been seeing it a little bit here and there. And I'm also really, really fond of like the dark or bold colors along the neckline. Because obviously it really highlights the jaw. And I know that Celeste told me from the get-go when we were shooting, she's like, oh, I don't really do straight on shots. I'm always shooting from a 3/4 angle. So I made sure to highlight some of her straight on shots in the photo shoot, because frankly I think she's got great features and a very symmetrical face. So I play with that a lot. I played with a very stark jaw to again complement that androgynous look. And I don't know if you can tell, but when I go into Lightroom I play with a lot of different looks, so you're not going to see a consistent color grading or tone, warm or cool tones in the pictures. I'm going to do a lot of different things, but I really love underexposing my images because you can really see how the highlights pop when the image is slightly underexposed. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with how these turned out. I had a really good time with Celeste, and later in the shoot, as you can see, we played with a little bit of food grade food color gels, and that was really fun to play with. But yeah, I had a great time. Hope to do this more. I don't know if this was fun to watch, interesting to see, but I enjoy sharing it, and I like to celebrate work that I'm proud of. So I'll be hopefully doing more of these in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching.